you have an older home, you may have a dimmer, a rotary dimmer, sort of similar to this. Sometimes, most commonly installed in a dining room. And sometimes you just want to change out, maybe you don't want this dimmer anymore, and you want to change it out for a standard light switch. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. So the tools you'll need are a screwdriver. This one's a multi-bit, which means it has this one has different bits in it. Probably gonna need a pair of pliers, and this is something that I do recommend. It's a non-contact voltage tester. Basically, you can detect voltage in any cable without actually having to open up the cable and touch a tester, like a neon tester, like one of these, to the wires. This you can just you're going to need your new light switch. So first, disclaimer, I'm not a licensed electrician. And in this box is 120 volts, which could possibly kill you. So make sure we're going to turn off the power to this light switch. In this case, on my rig, I just have it plugged in. The incoming power cable plugged into this little outlet extender thing here. So I'm just going to unplug this. Of course, you'll go to your circuit breaker panel. And then you'll just start flipping off switches until your light goes out. One way to check to make sure the power is off is just to push the switch a couple times and make sure the light doesn't come on. So I'm just gonna put so first, with these ones with the knob, to remove the knob, you can just simply kind of pull it off like that, put it off the side. You'll have two screws holding in your cover plate here. Go ahead and remove them with a flathead screwdriver, which is the thin ones. Remove the 2 screws or more if your switch is next to other ones, which sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't designed how you're, depending on how your thing. Then you're gonna have 2 screws that hold your dimmer into the wall. So you can use a screwdriver to undo those. Sometimes people like to use drills because it makes it go quicker. So just go ahead and carefully screw these out. Now for the bottom one. So you're going to carefully pull your switch out of the wall. And it looks like, so this dimmer, I got this a long time ago. This dimmer actually has screws on it, but I find getting the wires wrapped around this, especially the wires that are inside the wall box, they're really hard to get around. So I really just attached pigtails and taped up the terminals, and then I just attached it using wire nuts. So I'll go ahead and pull out these wires here. So what you want to do is use your non-contact voltage tester. First, I'm going to test on something I know is live, which is this cable here, which feeds the 2 outlets here, that outlet there, and this light. Ignore that. You can see it's live. I touched these 2 wires. Staying green, which means it's not live. Again, measure the cable, so we know it's working. If it was live, here, I'll show you. I'll turn the light on. It'd be powder measuring on the cable. See, measure the cable. So it's not. So you're, depending on how your dimmer is made, it's either going to have little wire leads, I like to call them pigtails, or it's going to have, like this one does, but I converted it into a pigtail, put pigtails on it. It's going to have these screws. Just go ahead and, again, if you have wire nuts, just go ahead and remove the 2 wire nuts that hold the wires together. Go ahead and disconnect those. And you should be able, and then if you have screws, just go ahead and unhook the dimmer from the wall. Now your old dimmer is free. So on my new switch, we have 3 terminals, because this is a single pole application, which means one switch that controls one light or a group of lights. Here is this dimmer is a single pole dimmer. This is a single pole switch. It has 2 brass terminals and 1 ground. I know I made this dimmer. I attached the incoming ground wire to the screw in the back of the box. And then I have a bit of a pigtail here, just in case I have a switch that needs a ground, like a ground screw. But I know when I use these screws screwed into here, this switch will now be grounded when I screw it in. So I can attach the ground wire to the ground screw. If you want to, you can. I'm just not going to do it because I know this bunch is grounded. So out of your wall, you should see 2 wires. You should see 2, in my case it's 2 black. You could have one black, 1 red, 1 black, 1 white. That means that your house is a little bit older and they're using the white wire as a cable. So if you have a white wire, take like a Sharpie or something and just mark the cable to make sure, because that wire could be delivering. So basically I want to bend, so this one I have to bend loops in this and on to go around these screws. So you can do that with a pair of pliers. On some switches, like this standard Decora switch, you can actually just stick your wires in the back and tighten the terminals. This one has the screws, so we'll go ahead and bend those. So I'm going to attach my line wire, which I know is this bottom one. Just doesn't really matter which one. Just attach 1 wire to 1 screw. Also, if you're buying a new switch, just follow the manufacturer's directions. Just go ahead and put your wire on your screw. Go ahead and tighten it down. Now for the other one. And again, what I like to do sometimes is, without touching any of the wires, just turn on the power and test the switch. As you can see, it is working. You can see the switch operate the lights even though you can't see it. Now, again, you can, if you want to, you can take a piece of black electrical tape or red or a color and just wrap it around the switch. You don't have to do this, but you can if you want to. And you're gonna carefully try and bend your wires the best you can, and then push your switch, your new switch, into the electrical box. And then take your screws and just take your screws. Either you can use new ones or the one that was holding in the old switch, and then screw it in. You can always just hand tighten the screw too, that works as well. Now you can again go ahead and restore power. Restore power. Check your switch again. You can see it works. And I'll also go ahead and then then again, if you need a new cover light, just install your new one, or again, you can use your old one. There you have it. That's how to change out this old this old rotary dimmer switch to a standard, a new toggle light switch. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later with the next video. Bye.